Hey everybody. Wanted to say thank you for even opening up this video to even consider being a potential reader for the Good Friday service this coming, well, not this Friday, but the following Friday. So I just want to give you a little bit of heads up. So if you agree to do this, there's just a couple things to keep in mind. Number one is if you'll notice how the camera is oriented, we want to be in landscape mode when we are recording. Number two, somewhat low lighting. I know it's kind of hard to see, but as much as we can get low lighting, the better. And I'd like I just happened to come across this space at church, so that's where I'm recording this, and it seemed to work out well with a nice dead tree in the background, but just a simplified background as much as possible. There's a little bit of accent here, but just sort of simplified. The other thing you could do is if you were sitting at like a table, you could have a single candle or something like that. Might be kind of cool as well, but just real simple. So if that makes sense. So I'm going to read one of the passages to give you an idea about what we're looking for. But you probably can anticipate it. It's really not a very difficult thing. And the way that I'm going to do it is we'd like everybody to read from a Bible, so to have a Bible in front of you. But what I did is I printed up my passage on like this, so it's easier to see because I'm getting old in my 40s. So I'm going to hold this up like this and read this way. So you don't need to set up the verse at all. Really, we're not going to say reading from Matthew or anything like that. We just want you to go for it. So just start reading. So probably the best thing to do is give it a couple second pause before you start reading, and then maybe a couple second pause at the end. So I'm going to try to mimic as best I can so you guys can see this as well. So all right, here we go. When it was evening, Jesus sat down at the table with the 12. While they were eating, he said, "I tell you the truth, one of you will betray me." Greatly distressed, each one of them asked in turn, "Am I the one, Lord?" He replied, "One of you who has just eaten from this bowl with me will betray me. For the Son of Man must die, as the Scriptures declared long ago. But how terrible it will be for the one who betrays him. It would be far better for that man if he had never been born." Judas, the one who would betray him, also asked, "Rabbi, am I the one?" And Jesus told him, "You have said it." So that's it. Like, that was a pretty short passage. I think this is the second one to read. But that's kind of the gist of it. So a little pause at the beginning, pause at the end, landscape, sort of low lighting. If you mess up, just redo it. No big deal. So that's all we're looking for. If you have any questions, ask me. I'm hoping to have this, it's Wednesday right now. I'm recording this on Wednesday. I'd like to have it all back to me by Wednesday, and I'm going to create a Google Drive for people you can upload these videos to that so I have access to it. If there's any questions, let me know. Thanks for your willingness.